how to actually support your gamer kids. I talk to a lot of parents who have kids that are gaming online. They may spend like a lot of time online, maybe more time than you're comfortable with, or you're not understanding why do they like playing games? Why do they like watching YouTube videos or watching someone stream games? Like, you're not even playing the game, you're watching someone play the game. Why do you like all of that? And so that conversation happens a lot more than ever. So if you're wondering about how can I support my kids on these games so that I can actually protect them online, this video is for you. Hey, I'm CyberFareedah. I'm an award-winning Forbes 30 Under 30 internet safety expert. My entire channel is about how to protect your kids online holistically. And one of the foundations for protecting your kids is first understanding how to connect with yourself and having a safe space in the household, but really connecting with them as a gamer. Understanding it because they understand it. Not because you understand it, but it's just important to them, so you make it important, period. So you're fueling their passion in a healthy way. If you believe that they're addicted to gaming, this is not the video that we're going to talk about that. That is a whole separate thing. But facilitating a healthy, safe environment for gaming is one of the best things you can do if you have a child that is absolutely obsessed in a healthy way with gaming. Now, the connection piece is so important to protecting your kids online and to connect with them as a gamer, because there are going to be mistakes that they're making within gaming. Maybe the mistake is you ask them 11 times to wash the dishes or to clean their room or to do a certain chore or to finish their homework, but they're playing that game. You said you need to do X, Y, and Z, but they're playing that game. So when you're establishing a connection with your kid and your kid understands that we're both on the same side and we're fighting a problem. I'm not fighting you. I don't hate you. I don't hate the game. I mean, you might hate the game, but you may not hate the game. It's not about the game. It's about me wanting the best for you. We're both on the same side and we're fighting a problem. So when you're connecting with your kids, you're engaging with your kids, you have an open, safe, non-judgmental space for your kids, it's easier for you to correct them in those moments. So it is connect before you correct. I was talking to this parent and she explained to me that her kid loved this game. I cannot remember the game for the life of me, but he was absolutely obsessed with this game. And so she decided to surprise him with his own gaming corner in the house. She got the gaming chair, she got the gaming computer, she got the gaming mouse. Hopefully it was like Razer Naga, because I'm like obsessed with Razer Naga. Love their mouse, like just love it. But she made an entire space just for her kid to game because he was doing so well, not only in the games and he was having a lot of fun, but also he was doing super well with his homework and other things. And she knew that one of the things that he would absolutely love was gaming type of stuff. This is an example of nurturing their love for games. Another parent that I know, she goes to like Comic-Con or like anime conventions or gaming conventions, video game conventions, esports events with her kid because she wants to facilitate that connection with her kid and then allow her kid to understand that, hey, I'm on your side. So when it comes down to her having to have conversations about safety and security online, it's so much more easier for her to have that conversation because they've already built a connection. Speaking about having to have difficult conversations after you're creating that type of connection, you want to explain to them certain things that they may come across online in some of these games and explain it to them in ways where they can understand what to do. So it's not just scaring the living out of them, but giving them like practical things that actually happen, real life examples, and then steps that they can take to protect themselves from that. So you can also role play to say, okay, if someone says, take a picture of, or do this, or can you buy me this, or give me your password for the game, no matter how sweet or how nice or how much you like them, the answer is no, I don't do that. So when asked, what's your full name? You're like, nope, I use my gamer tag. I don't tell you my name. I don't think that's like, I just don't do that. Just giving them the blueprint and the talking points of what to say and what to do when they're online, when they're in the online space, especially online gaming, is really important. You also want to wrap this into what they actually care about, because sometimes we care about something, but like they care about something completely different. So if you know that they really worked so hard to reach a certain level in this game, you can mention that, hey, if you're sharing your passwords with other random gamers, they can get into your account and then completely take it over and you're going to lose all your points. You're not going to be able to get into the game. Okay, that matters to them. But if you're saying, oh, someone may kidnap you, they may think, oh my God, like she's just going crazy again. He's going crazy again. Whatever, you're being paranoid. You're worrisome, blah, 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 I'm tuning you out. But if you go into something that they care about, and that thing that they care about can be affected by the way that they're operating online, if it's an unsafe way, that can get to the heart of things really quickly. Speaking of support, them knowing how to keep their cool, have patience, know when to take a break, know when to go take a walk outside, go swimming, walk the dog is super, super important, because as they get older, they're going to be developing habits that are either healthy or unhealthy. So you want to develop healthy gaming habits where they understand that gaming is pretty awesome, gaming is pretty fun, gaming can enhance my life in many different ways. We're about to talk about that. And at the same time, I want to make sure that my body feels good, that I feel good, that I'm getting exercise, that I'm drinking water. I also have to drink more water, but you know, we're all struggling with something here, right? But just understanding that life is life, and gaming can be included into your life, but you don't want to lose yourself in the game. You want to have the game be an additional part of your life that gives you a lot of joy. One misconception I see a lot when I'm talking to parents is that gaming is something that's isolating. Gaming is like, is my kid depressed? Is my kid weird? Oh my God, what's gonna happen? And that's a complete misconception. A lot of kids actually game because they love and crave connection. They want to connect with other kids that love gaming. They want to connect with their friends. Of course, we just got out of a pandemic. We're probably still in a kind of like a pandemic era anyways. But more kids were using gaming, obviously social media, to be social and to connect with other people. So for many kids, it's actually a social activity, an activity where they get a lot of acceptance, where they get a lot of confidence. So understanding that can really help you understand why your kid likes to game so much. For some kids and adults, I'm also an adult that games, gaming isn't just a social activity, or sometimes it's not a social activity at all. It's a way for them to relax after a really difficult, stressful, or very long day. That being said, you don't want gaming to be a form of extreme escapism because something's going on in their life that they're not able to face at the moment. While it is okay to relax, it is very important that gaming remains in a healthy environment. So if you believe as a parent that they're no longer doing things that benefit them right now and in the future because they're spending so much time escaping in a game, now you have a problem. So if their behavior is changing, they're neglecting things that are important to them, they're neglecting their own hygiene, they're neglecting speaking to friends, they're neglecting speaking to you as much as they used to do. They used to talk to you, but then now they're not really talking to you a lot. Their behavior has changed, the way that they talk has changed, all of that has changed. Then you want to think about, okay, how do I support them emotionally? How do we get some help to make sure that they're healing from whatever they're going through? Just taking away the game is not really going to help you. Now, of course, that can be one thing that you can do if you believe that is absolutely needed. Absolutely, you do what you need to do. Just understand that the game was a band-aid to a deeper wound. So if you're going to take away the game because you believe the game is making them antisocial or depressed or lacking in or slacking in the things that they said they want to do, when you take away the game, you're ripping off a band-aid, and now you have a big gaping wound, and now you have to figure out, okay, how do I heal that? So you're not just taking away the game and the game is the problem, something deeper is happening. So helping them through that and giving them a healing space and going to therapy and figuring something out. I'm not just talking about talk therapy. Therapy can look in a plethora of different ways, but I'm not going to go into it in this video. Just remember that taking away the game sometimes can make problems worse if you're not really looking deep down and thinking what is actually wrong here. One final way to support your kids is to figure out what they want to do with gaming. So some kids, they're super, super interested in gaming, but maybe they want to make gaming a career. So supporting your kids and understanding, hey, you actually can make a lot of money with gaming is an awesome conversation to have if they actually want to get into that. But you do want to talk about the realities of making gaming a career, and that is a really important conversation to have. I was just recently scrolling through Instagram, I think it was Instagram, and T-Pain was talking about how he is gaming now on Twitch. He's like streaming his games. He said that he is making way more money gaming online than he did from his music and his music career. Can you imagine that? T-Pain. Okay, anyways. So there's a lot of money in gaming, but you want to make sure that you're supporting them emotionally and physically and spiritually through that process. Sometimes gaming isn't the actual career. Maybe they're not going to become an esports person or pro gamer. They may not become a streamer or a gaming influencer. Maybe they use gaming as a part of the career. Maybe they get into coding. Maybe they're getting into cybersecurity like I did. Maybe they use their gaming experiences and things they learned for gaming and other things that you would have never dreamed possible. Maybe they get into neuroscience, maybe become a doctor, maybe they talk about like psychology, maybe they become a social worker because of it. There's so many things that can come out of gaming, so nurturing that and supporting your kids from it and seeing the possibilities is absolutely paramount. As much as I love and adore and support kids who game, because I was a kid of games and I still game till this day, there are things that you need to protect your kids from because there are a plethora of hackers and predators within these games. I put out a video about an FBI alert straight to parents so that you can protect your kids from some of these crazy things going on in the game. So click the video right now.